Early voting starts Monday in Georgia ahead of the state's 2 Senate runoff races next month. The balance of power in the Senate hanging on every last vote in Georgia. In a final push before that voting begins, Democrats and Republicans are hitting the campaign trail pretty hard. NBC News correspondent Shaquille Brewster joins me now from Dawsonville, Georgia. Shaq, Republicans today kicking off a Save America bus tour there in Georgia. U.S. Representative-elect Marjorie Taylor Greene taking the stage at the kickoff event, alleging voter fraud in the November election. Here she is.
We all know for a fact that Joe Biden did not win Georgia. We know that Georgia re-elected President Donald J. Trump.
Shaq, I understand that you asked Greene about those claims afterwards. What did she say? How did that go?
Yeah, I did, Allison. And before we get to that, I just want to set up, this is a bus tour called Save America, and that has been the tone that you've been hearing from the Republican Party when either the candidates or the surrogates have come to the state to help energize voters ahead of this runoff election. You heard Vice President Pence earlier this week say it's about holding the line. I just left an event with Kelly Loeffler, and she's talked about the 2 senators being the firewall. Of course, there's some tension there because in order for the 2 Republican senators to be the firewall, that means that Republicans are conceding something that President Trump is not, which is that he lost not only the state of Georgia, but that he lost the general election and will not return to the White House come January. So I followed up with Representative-elect Greene about that. Listen to a little bit of our exchange.
Well, those aren't conspiracy theories. Those are real things that happened, and they haven't been debunked. Georgia voters, Republican, I've called for his resignation. We don't want Brad Raffensperger as our Secretary of State. He's done a terrible job. He basically did Stacey Abrams' job for her. And Georgia voters and Republicans are fed up with him. We're upset with our governor. We're upset with our lieutenant governor. We want a special session called. We want them to fix these problems.
And it's important to note this is not happening just among politicians. What they say on stage is trickling down to what people hear at those rallies. I had conversations with several people there who believe that there was a big conspiracy and that President Trump really won the state of Georgia at the end of the day. Again, that is not the truth. Allison?
Shaq, Democratic candidates Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff also on the campaign trail today together. How are they responding to those unfounded voter fraud allegations?
They're really trying to ignore them and just energize their base. You heard Jon Ossoff did make some reference to it, talking about President Trump, saying that America, I want to quote him, he said, Donald Trump is leaving and Georgia sent Donald Trump packing. That was a quote to the crowd. But outside of that, you really heard these 2 candidates try to focus on the issues. They touch on their opponents every once in a while. Jon Ossoff goes after David Perdue, especially for Perdue not showing up to the debate, for example. And you hear Warnock go after Loeffler, saying that, or talking about her stock trades and that kind of thing. But you really get the sense that both sides, they're really trying to do whatever they can to energize and motivate people ahead of that early voting deadline. Early voting in the state of Georgia starts on Monday. Allison?
All right, Shaq Brewster in Dawsonville, Georgia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.